Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 2 of the StartUp. And the funny thing about videoing is like when you get in front of the camera, it's you try to be relaxed and everything, but it's so hard to be natural. So I'm trying to be more natural, but man, it's difficult. So I'm trying something different. I'm flipping the camera the other way so I don't actually see myself, see if that actually helps, and that way I don't constantly keep focusing on my picture. So this one, I want to kind of document something, more for me, but I want to go ahead and share it with you. I think there's always a trigger where you say, enough is enough. I got to do something. I need a change. I got to do something. And that change, that trigger happened to me a couple months ago. So like I said in the previous video, I've always been trying to do something entrepreneurial. It's just been the way that I've thought since I was very young in my teenage years. And and I've had a lot of failures and things haven't worked out. And the number one tip that I'll give you looking back is don't give up. I gave up way too quickly on a lot of these ideas that I had that I think were pretty good ideas if you just keep going at it. And if you follow a lot of people like Gary V or Tony Robbins, they're going to tell you, ideas are shit. Execution, action, that's really the thing. And that's where I failed. So that's where I'm trying to be more action driven now, not focus so much on the perfection. So going back to my trigger, I've been married 21 years. I have wonderful in-laws, not like most people that don't like their in-laws. I actually like my in-laws. And my father-in-law is turning 83 years old this year, and he has Alzheimer's. And they live 5 minutes from us, and we would visit them every now and then. His wife is a lot younger, takes care of him. Everything's fine and dandy. So a couple months ago, we're going on 3 months now by the time from today, my mother-in-law fell and fractured her knee, can't walk. So my wife and I, we had to, step in and help them out. And during that experience, it was a very humbling experience. I actually moved in with them for 2 months, staying there every night, keeping an eye on him, making sure she gets to bed, he gets to bed. And I've been very hands-on with his care. And to give you a little background, it really breaks my heart. My father-in-law is an awesome guy. This guy's a giver. He's always supported us. He's always been there for us. He's been the type of person that in my previous ventures has said, yeah, you need the credit line, use my credit, no problem, go ahead. And he's always really been there. And this man has worked so hard for his family, over 40 years just to, raise his family, to provide and everything. And it just kills me to see him end up this way with Alzheimer's, where he doesn't really know who I am, he doesn't recognize his daughter. And that for me was the trigger. Those two months that I spent there, because I stayed there 2 months. By the second month, she was more mobile and we just went back and forth. I didn't have to sleep there as much. But those 2 months, what I did when I would put him to bed and everything is I would get on the internet, I stopped watching TV, and I would just start looking at training videos, and it just something snapped in me that said, I gotta do something. My life has to have more meaning to it. So I don't know what you're doing out there, but if you're in that moment, if you're getting that trigger, just jump on it. Just do it. Keep going. Don't look back. And that's what I'm trying to do. So another thing, a couple things I've done. I don't think I mentioned this in the last video. I applied for a promotion, and it was me and a couple people. And with the time that I've been where I'm at and everything, I was pretty much next in line and everything, and I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel that passion of that this is what I want, where I kind of felt that a few years ago when I was working there. I withdrew my application, and that was a huge step. Everybody thought I was crazy. But I withdrew because I said, you know what, I'm going to keep working there. But ultimately, long term, and I don't know if that's, again, 10 years, 20 years, but ultimately, long term, that's not what I want to do. So I figured, why am I going to take on the extra responsibilities of a management role? I'd rather just continue as my developer role, do my job, go home, come here, work on what my real passion is, you know, video for you guys and everything. And that was a big step for me. And you know, now that they've selected somebody and everything, I have no regrets. I'm happy. I think I made the right decision, and I continue going on. So that's that. Another tip: surround yourself with like-minded people. And in the beginning, when I read that, I was like, well, I don't know anybody that's like-minded. You know, everybody in my family thinks I'm crazy. Everybody tells me continue your 40-hour job, you have a family and all that. I don't have that many like-minded people around me, except one person. So what did I do? I started following somebody on Periscope. Her name's Sade, and I really like her message. I really like what she has and everything. And she has a conference going on next month, an entrepreneur conference. It's in New Jersey. I'm in Florida. And I thought about it, and thought about it, and thought about it, and I said, you know what? I like the crowd in the Facebook group, in the Periscope. I'm jumping on it. Screw it. Pulled out the credit card, paid for that, took the days off from my job, heading there next month. It's called thebcon.com, and that's another step I'm taking towards being surrounded by like-minded people, learning from other people, networking. Networking is key. No matter what you do, whether you're an entrepreneur, a college student, networking is the #1 skill that you need to have, in my opinion. That's something that I haven't been great at, and I'm trying to get better at. So that's my rant for today. I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. Please, if you enjoyed the content, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will keep you guys updated. I have so much more to share with you, but I'm trying to keep these videos short. I have other videos that I'm doing as well. I gotta get back here. I gotta work on my lead magnet. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.